Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Train Sim World 2020, and welcome to. I'm going to pause walking while I read it because it's that long. Welcome to the East Coastway, Brighton, Eastbourne, and Seaford route DLC add-on, and this is the Eastbourne end scenario. Yeah, that's about full. So we are to walk down. We're to meet our train over here, and we've got a lot of things moving and happening. I love it. I love a living world in a sim. You know what I mean? Stuff going on. And I can also warn you ahead of time, I am on mouse and keyboard. Not my best way to get around a sim, but it's the best way to get around this sim. If you see a little bit of jerking and bouncing, I do apologize. You wouldn't want any of that jerking and bouncing. Right, so we'll come in here. We're going to sit in the driver's seat, close the door. This is our 377. So, prepare to depart. Set the master key to on. I would love to. Where is it? There it is. So, get that going. Set the direction switch to forward. Most likely indicated by the F. All right, got it. Load passengers. Lock doors. I'm guessing that means they are already loaded. Okay. We're cool like that. And when signals permit, apply power to get moving. Do we have brakes? We do not, and that means that everything is going to happen off this one handle. So, yep, that's correct. As we move in the direction of applying power, we're actually releasing the brakes, and then we move into power mode. Fantastic. I can turn this off now. All right. And here we go. So this is the, well, let's do it in order. Let's do a couple things. It's been a week, man. I'll tell you what, it's been a week. First thing, let's hop outside and take a look at what we're driving here. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. That's screenshot worthy right there. That's fantastic. It really is, I'm not kidding. Screenshot. And this looks vaguely familiar. It looks like something you'd see on the Long Island Railroad. Interesting. Okay. So let me tell you about the DLC first. Right? As we're rolling here. Careful. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm texting and driving. They say don't do that. Let me see what we got. We have got 23 miles or 38K of the East Coastway route from Brighton to Eastbourne, including an additional 7 miles or 12K, the branch route between Lewes, L-E-W-E-S, could be Lewes, could be Lewis, and Seaford. You get a BR Class 377/4 in Southern Trains livery. You get a BR Class 66 in EWS livery. Wait, we already have the BR Class 66 from Great Western. Does that mean if you don't own Great Western and you buy this DLC, you get the BR66? Okay. Well, regardless, you get the BR Class 66 in EWS livery, and you get a JNA open bogie aggregate box wagon. Fantastic. Carefully. Trying to nail my speed limits here. And I've also got 3.7K. Let's get into Glind first, and then I'll nerd out on you about this 377 that we're in. I got the Wikipedia page all open. We're going to talk about it. So yeah, when I was getting this fired up, I realized that I went to the DLC management page in Train Sim World, and I realized that I have 20 DLC now. Oh, Dovetail, how I both love and hate you. Now, that you don't have to buy 20 DLC to get all those routes, because what they're doing is including, they're bundling. So I believe you get 4 or 5 routes now when you get base game. Yeah. And I'm also noticing, oh, this is very cool. I don't know if you're seeing this. In one of the recent updates that they did, I think one of the big ones, yeah, maybe the last one that they did, they've added more head sway. Well, I guess they've added more, like, car shake, and then it's reflected as more head sway. But you can see our head is, like, clearly bouncing around. And I don't know if you caught it as we were leaving the station. Our head sort of swung back. when we accelerated and when we hit the brakes up here. Let's see what happens as far as decelerating, but I like that. Definitely adds to the immersion, particularly sort of bouncing over the points like that. I like those details. I find that to be very immersive in a sim. So, yeah, I want to look at this scenery, but I'm going to wait till we get through Glynn because I don't want to stick my head out the window like a dog while we're just about to get stopped. So, yeah, man, this is another sort of unexpected DLC. I don't know where they're taking this game. I know I saw a comment on Discord. Somebody said, "Hey, they're probably just setting these routes, setting these DLC based on where they think they're going to sell the most of them," and that's totally fair and valid. We gotta stop up here. Snuck up on me, of course. That's totally valid. They're running a business and they've got to do what they've got to do. And also, I think, you want to cater to the majority. And if most people want these types of routes in the UK and Germany and the US, I think it makes the most sense to give them what they want as well, not just from a money point of view, but oh, no way. Fantastic. I hardly ever do that. And when I do, I feel very happy about it. Let me go outside and see how close we got to the end of the platform. Oh. Yep. It's like I almost know what I'm doing. I don't, but it's like I almost do. Almost. So yeah, if that's what people want, I mean, I guess the voices that you hear, the I don't want to say the loudest, that sounds rude, but the voices that are not complaining, that's not the right word, you know what I mean, the people that are the most adamant about there being this kind of route or that kind of route in this location or that location, perhaps those people get the most attention, but that doesn't mean that they represent what most people want. I guess that's a good way to say it. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind these routes. I wouldn't mind seeing Japan. I wouldn't mind seeing France represented in DLC. But in the meantime, nothing to complain about here. This is super, super cool. Very happy about this. So we've got 6.8K, which is a perfect opportunity for me to very carefully get the Wikipedia page open and let's nerd out together. So this is the BR Class 377 Electrostar. It is a British dual voltage electric multiple unit train. God, a lot of curves in that sentence. Commonly known as an EMU, built by Bombardier, which I guess would explain why it looks a lot like something you'd see on the LIRR. It's like this is almost becoming a standard design, a standard look for all types of, what would you call this? Like a small electric commuter rail? Oh. But that look is, I think, very common, becoming very common. It's built in the Derby Litchurch Lane Works. It was built from 2001 to 2014. And the Electrostar family is the most numerous type of EMU built in the post-privatization period of Britain's railways. Fantastic. Built from 2001 to 2014, in service from May 2003 to the present. Replaced by the Class 319, the Class 421, the Class 423, and the Class 456. There were a total of 211 built, including 28 375/3 upfits for a total of 239 units. The formation is 377/1/2/4/5, 4 cars per unit. 377/3, 3 cars per unit. 377/6/7, 5 cars per unit. Operators Southern and Southeastern. Trying to do two things at once here. Just slow her down a little bit. Just a little bit, because we are carrying the mail right now, man. 150K. Golly. Car length is 66 feet 11 1/8 inches. Width is 9 feet 2 1/4 inches. Height is 12 feet 4 7/8 inches. Maximum speed of 100 miles per hour or 161 kilometers per hour. And a weight of 173.6 tons. I don't know if that represents the entire train or if that's per unit. And we are going to set Wikipedia down for a minute. Let's get slowed down in Berwick. We didn't really have drama at our last stop, but we almost did. It all turned out okay in the end, but I just about missed that one completely. Right. I don't want us to tell you. Frame rate is great. Forgot to stick my head out the window like a dog. We'll do that after Berwick and take a look at the scenery. I'm liking this glare too. Is that new? Right? You seeing this glare on the windscreen? That seems, I don't know, like maybe that's something I haven't seen in the past. I like it. It's another one of those little immersive details, you know? Just kind of seamlessly makes you think you're in the real world. This is very cool. Very cool. All right, so we'll get stopped up here. And again, yeah, no timetable. I don't know what that means. I guess it means we can't be late. I like that. Right, so this is a little better. This is a little more, you know what I mean? Controlled, getting into Berwick. Beautiful. Yeah, this really does, this looks great. I'm very pleased. I'm pleased with all the DLC. I think there were a couple of the German ones that didn't feel unique enough. There we are. They didn't feel unique enough, and the look of them, they looked very similar one to another, and I really feel like I saw some models and assets reused, and some of them, the locos were more or less variations on the same loco. So if anything, some of the German DLC, yeah, I guess that's the best way to say it. I wasn't as thrilled with them maybe as I could have been, but this one, I have nothing bad to say. This is very, very cool. Lock the doors, indeed we will. Good to go there. All right. Brakes are off. Pressure comes down. Here we go. We are going to Pole Gate. So before I forget, let's do this. Not that. This. Yeah, let's do this. Take a look at the world going by. Very nice. Oh, yeah. This is very cool. I don't know, man. It's it seems like every DLC they just learn more and apply more. Right on, man. Right on. Okay, so let's hop back in here, right? And then let's hop out here once again. Oh, that's nice too. There we go. Seeing a little fuzz down on the wheels. I've never been able to sort that out completely. I think it's, well, it's obviously it's my graphics settings because it's not a problem that everybody has in the sim. But I've never found the right combo to get rid of the fuzz on the wheels and still maintain a decent frame rate. You know what the solution is. Upgrade your system, ill will. That'll fix everything. And it will. Right, we got a couple more things here on the Wikipedia. And then I think that'll tie off the 377. The output is 1.2 megawatts or 1,600 horsepower. The electric system is a 750 volt DC third rail, 25 kilovolt, 50 hertz AC overhead. All right. Using a contact shoe, pantograph, and the track gauge is 4 feet 8.5 inches. So yeah, that is that's the 377/4 that we're in. I guess there are other configurations, but that's what you get with this DLC. Man, I don't know how many specific and unique locos there are operating around the world, got to be, what, dozens, hundreds? And if you're a game developer, you know, like I was saying earlier, how do you pick? Do you just do what people want? Do you do what's going to look best? How do you even do it, man? I couldn't imagine. Could not imagine having to make a video game. I mean, I'd like to, and I think we all, in some way, you know, if I could make a video game, I would, right? Fill in the blank. I would do this, I would do that. But what an undertaking, man. I couldn't, I really wouldn't even know where to start. And I have run projects before, and I have worked in software and code before, but I don't know. Do you start with I don't know where you start. But golly, these games, when they're done, man, they are something to see. Brake coming off. Let's coast in here to Polegate. And this scenario is supposed to run 30 minutes. We've been going about 16 minutes. So we're supposed to take this into Eastbourne and then put it away for the night. And it is evening, lights are on. So we'll either take it all the way to the end of the scenario, or possibly we'll just take it to 30 minutes and see where we are. And so after we leave Polegate then, next thing, I try to do these in every Train Sim World episode. Next, there we are. Next thing I need to do is show you the map after we get out here, safely rolling out of the station. All right, come back around here, and like so. Did we get it all on the platform? Yeah, I guess we did. Not too bad. Now this is new as well. They have been, I've heard consistently from like early days, I have heard people saying, why do the reader boards not work? And why do they not work properly? And why is that even a thing? So it seems like they are beginning to address that. I know in some of the German routes you have to do it manually, and it could be that is technically correct, and that's something that German train drivers have to do. But as with all games and sims, it'd be nice if there was an option, you know, a little tick box somewhere you could set automatically deploy reader board or whatever. That'd be fantastic, right? So we've got a 56K speed limit coming up here, not too far from where we are, so we'll be mindful of that. And what was it that I wanted to do? I wanted to show you the map. Okay, so let's get dialed at a good speed. There we are. I said a good speed. There we go. And the map looks like this. Zoom out for you. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a whole lot going on as far as yards, but this is, I think, primarily a passenger railroad. So I don't know that you would necessarily have those big yards, but it looks, I mean, total it all up, it's 30 miles. And again, that's, I think, a pretty standard number for a TSW 2020 DLC. It's about right. Yeah, that glare. Oh, here, we can do this. Whoa, whoa. Maybe not quite that far. There we go. Like right there. Yeah. And are our lights on or off in here? They are off. Okay. So yeah, I think that's about right. About 30 miles of track is what you get. Some of them are a little bit longer, but then you also get, and I think this is more on the freight lines, or lines that have a freight component, you get that that yard aspect where you have, it may not count for like linear miles, but you do have those areas where you've got a lot of like dense track in a yard and a lot of sort of smaller, slower activities to do that don't involve, like what we're doing right now. We're 60 miles an hour going from one stop to the next, whereas a yard activity you're only going 4 or 5 miles an hour, but you're building a train, or you're breaking a train down, or swapping things out. And also, I forget this, that a lot of these yards have places you can wash your train. They've got places you can refuel, all kinds of good stuff. So, yeah, nothing to complain about there. All right, carefully get us into Hampden Park. I say it like I know it. Yeah, I'm going to get us into Hampden Park. All right, been there tons of times. You know, I've never been to Brighton. As much time as I've spent in England, I have never been to Brighton. But I've heard it's wonderful. All right, doing okay here. I will say that this train drives really, really nicely. I know I want to say the last DLC we got, and I apologize, but they do all sort of run together because there's a ton of them. The last one that we got, I want to say German, and the locos were not nearly as well mannered as this one. This is a really fun, easy loco to control. No issues whatsoever. Oh, we got a little blind over here. Man, you could, like, you know what I'm saying? You could drop all these blinds and, like, take a nap in here. Put that up. Right about, like, oh, that's squeaking. Let's go a little bit higher just so we can see our signals. Right about like that. But we also have a window back here we can open. Super. Right. Lock that. So coming down with the brakes. Okay. 2.9K and we will be in Eastbourne, and I believe that's the end of our service for the day. We're at 22 minutes, so yeah, this may work out just about right. I don't know why. I mean, I know I'm super careful when I drive trains, go figure. But I feel like if they say 30 minutes for a scenario, it takes me 40. If they say 60, it takes me like 2 days. So if we can knock out a 30-minute scenario in 30 minutes, that is, you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. It's an unusual thing as well. Does not happen too often. While we're accelerating here, I'm going to hit the coffee. Beautiful. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? The 377, the Class 66. Now, we haven't seen that rolling stock, but that's freight. Let's do this as well. Slow it down a little bit. So what we can do next time, this time next week, what we can do is an episode using the Class 66 hauling those freight wagons. Okay, there. Slow it down a little bit more. Yellow signals, man. They say, like, proceed at a safe speed. I never know what that means. Let's just slow it down a little bit. But we are getting to the end of the line, so to speak. So, yeah, we'll check those out as well. And I think, yeah, I don't want to say there's, like, not a lot to see. That sounds like I'm, you know, not happy with the DLC or bad-mouthing it or something. I don't mean that at all. It's, I mean, you know Train Sim World. It's a very chill kind of sim. It's not, you know what I mean? You know I get issues with these loot-based games. I get my loot game on a little too strongly. And games like this, I would say, are just 180 degrees the opposite of that. Like, you get in a train, you know, you sit down with your cup of coffee, your glass of wine, and you just drive your train. Right, so here's 40, and yeah, we are getting in here. So I imagine we'll drop off the last of our passengers in Eastbourne and then park this thing up for the night. Okay, that works out. 25 minutes, perfect. And we've got nothing up there in the corner indicating we've got any changes in speed coming up. We got a platform right here. I think we're okay. And I think we got just a couple more things to do. The visibility on these trains, I have to say, I mean, obviously you're not when you're driving the thing, you're not sightseeing, but they are really, visibility is not good. Yeah, you see every time we apply the brakes, you get that head movement. I like that. All right. And looks like they want us to stop right up against the bumper. So we will. Okay. That's public service completed for the night. Please take this train out of service over to the yard for cleaning and storage until tomorrow. I would love to. How do I do that? Surely they'll tell me. Set the direction switch to off. That's this one. Off. Set the master key to off. All right. Head to the other end of the train. You got it. So we're going to... We'll open the door first, then we're going to stand up, and then we're going to travel through the seat and walk down here. And this is Eastbourne Station. May have another name, but it is the station in Eastbourne. You know what I mean. All right. And look at these people. If you're waiting to get on that train, you're going to be waiting for a minute. One of the other updates that they did recently, they fixed the people quite a bit. They move a lot more naturally, and they've added, I think, a bunch of models and assets, so you don't see the same people. You know, early days of this game, you would see a crowd of people on the platform, and there'd be like 7 of the same people standing right next to each other. It did not help with the immersion. It was a little distracting, but they've, like with a lot of other things, they have addressed that. So... this one? Okay, yeah, this one. So here, carefully. All right, we're going to go in here. Open that door. Open that door. Close this door. Walk over here. Close that door. Sit in this seat. Master key. We got it. Forward, like so. Load passengers. Really? Okay. So it's going to be over here. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just didn't know. We can't be taking people anywhere. We must be unloading the people that were on the train. But you'd think I could have done that when I first pulled in, rather than making them wait. That's not very nice. Oh well. And from here, well, let's look at this yard while we're waiting. Yep, we're going over, looks like right here. Yeah, right up in here somewhere. And then I imagine we'll back it into one of these sidings. Okay. What are we got on time? 28 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we'll be a little bit over 30, but like I said, it's typical for me that I would be. So we got some temperature, we got some fans, we got some, all right, headlights, taillights, right, lock doors, lock right, okay. When signals permit, apply power to get moving. Signals do not permit. Can we approach this red signal? You know, this is my nemesis, these red signals. They get me all the time. All right, they just turned yellow. So we got a little bit of okay in our world right now. And we're going to the train wash. There you go. Perfect. I was not, I didn't know that was a part of this, but that all works out. So we've got a limit of 24. I feel like we're going through a red signal here. Ugh. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just feels so wrong. Yeah, train wash here, and then the BR Class 66 is diesel, is it not? Yeah, I think it might be. So if it is, then somewhere around one of these yards, possibly, there is a fuel stop as well. They're hard to find, and I feel like... Now, this game does have Scenario Builder. It does not. It does. You can make your own scenarios in this game. So I think you can... I mean, I know there are some base game scenarios where you have to get a train wash, but... refueled, rather. Sorry, we're pulling up to the train wash, and it's... All right, let's hop outside. And... Oh, yeah. It's like spa day. So I know there are scenarios where you have to refuel a train, but not that many. I feel like the only one that I've done that I remember is in CSX Heavy Haul. Is that right? And that was more sort of the tutorial orientation. But yeah, there are definitely scenarios where you have to do that. So how far up are we going to go? I guess far enough for this to clear that, and then we'll back up. I mean, you would think we would want to get the whole train through there. Yeah, we should make it. Okay. So that's the... Let's hop back up here. Okay. To ensure a fully cleaned exterior, it is advised to pass through the train wash at no more than 3 miles per hour. All right. Did we not just do that? Set route. Set the junction to access the correct carriage siding. So we're going to pull forward. Is that right? I think so. So we're going to pull forward. No, we're not, because that's getting further away now. So we need to go back here. Where do they want us to put it? Is it over here? They're not, I'm not seeing which one they want me to go to. Unless they want us to pull forward. Yeah, let's try that. So if we pull forward, and we'll keep it under 5 miles per hour as we go through this other train wash. All right. Because I'm seeing a marker on the map up here. Does that mean we go there so that we're clear? Like, are we backing into this one on the left? Don't know. All right, so we go back here. Oh, the little brushes are spinning and everything. Oh, crap. Nope. But I think I did leave the window down on the other one. Did I? Did I put it up? I can't remember. So we pull through here. At no more than 5 miles per hour. How are we doing? Are we getting... Yeah, we're getting very close to our thing here. So, do we need to pull up here to turn around? Or, you know, back up. But I feel like that's what they want us to do. So it'll be just as soon as we clear the switch right down here. I mean, there's a lot of sidings. Yeah, what's this say? Switch lever. This one is highlighted though. Okay, so if we go back here, we're clear of that now, are we not? Yeah, we're well clear of that. So we're going to stop. We're going to go to our map and then back here. We want to do that. I'm at a loss as to where it is they want us to go, unless we're supposed to pull all the way up here. I mean, that's the only other thing that I can think of. So let's pull all the way up here. Set the junction to access the correct carriage siding. Well, it's not telling me which one. Unless, there's one more thing we can try. We can do this. Let's put it in reverse and see if that gives us any more information. Yeah, there's no star down here. Is it this one we're trying to get to? All right. Where are we at on time? 36 minutes. Okay. So just to be officially official here, I'm going to go right up to this marker. And if that doesn't give us a star to get to, I don't know what will. Yeah. So that is that, right? That's reverse. Still no star. Now we do have, when we go back into the world, we do have behind us now a marker. Oh, let's just give it a try. So we are in reverse. There we go. We'll jump to this end. Oh, camera. Yeah, I mean, it's got a mark there, but no mark there. It's not. Oh, it's not that one. So we need to pull forward a little bit more to get back off this switch. And then it looks like the one behind it. God, I need the star in the map and not just in the world. Right. So we set those brakes. Right. It's not that one. Okay, so that's back that way. That one. All right, now we're getting sounds. That's progress. And then there. Yeah, like where does it ultimately want this train to be? Help me. So, train wash head shunt. All right. Okay, so now we're going forward again. All right. So is the okay, so now we do have a star there. Okay. We're going to do this. Where are we at on time? 39 minutes. We're going to finish this scenario. OCD is a hell of a drug, I'll tell you what. Right. So we go here. That is, that could use a little work, I have to say. Right, now where are we going? There we go. That's what I needed. Give me some stars. Here. Okay, so if we follow this one through, that needs to be there. There we go. That one needs to be there, like so. This one needs to be like so. Okay, I think we're good to go. So now, reverse, some power. What? All right, I'm thinking this might be a little bit bugged out, as some things sometimes are. So we're going to back up to the end of this siding, and then we're going to shut it down. And I don't have a countdown for yards, but we're not going too fast, so I don't think it'll be a problem. All right. Through there. And through there. Okay. Still going where we're supposed to go. Yep, we are. Sorry, concentrating. You know I get quiet. I would say that is us. Just about done. Beautiful. This train really does handle well. So now we go back here, right? Set the power brake to B3, right? Set the direction switch to off, right? Set the master key to off. No. Oh, game. What is it that you want from me? So now we're going to open this door. We're going to step out. Close the door. Head to the other end of the drain. I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm sticking with it. I'm not giving up on this scenario. It hasn't crashed out yet. We got no CTD, no blue screen. I'm just going to keep, I don't know, whatever it is we're doing. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not giving up. Although I just noticed I am like walking right next to the third rail. Right. So through here, time 44 minutes. Oh goodness. All right, climb up steps. Yes, we do. Close that door. Right through here. Close that door. Have a seat. Master key to on. All right. Set the departure switch to forward. Apply power to get moving. Moving where? It's the end of the line, son. Yeah, I think we're going to have to call it. I don't know what it is that we are expected to do here, but I feel like we're just kind of spinning our proverbial wheels, but so it goes. So it goes. Let me get the let me get the name back because it is a hell of a name. This is once again the. Where is it? There it is. This is the Train Sim World 2020 East Coastway, Brighton, Eastbourne, and Seaford route DLC add-on, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. We'll see you next time. Take care.